It's the artist vibe, it's the artist vibe. It's the artist vibe, it's the artist vibe. It's the artist vibe, it's the artist vibe. It's the artist vibe, it's the artist vibe.
Introducing Jean-Francis Var. Jean-Francis Var is a leader of the Afro-diaspora fusion band Sahel and the creator-CEO of Black Atlantic LLC, a cultural, education, and entertainment organization with a primary focus on the cultures of the African diaspora.
Pretinha, faz tudo pelo nosso amor, faz tudo pelo bem do nosso bem, meu bem. A saudade me adora, canta arrasando com meu coração. Não divide que um dia te darei céu, meu amor tudo com um anel. Gente se casar, no cartório, na igreja. Se você quiser, não quiser tudo bem, meu bem, mas tente compreender. Morando em São Gonçalo, você sabe como é. Hoje à tarde a ponte engarafou, eu fiquei a pé. Tentei ligar pra você, o orelhão da minha rua estava escangalhado, o meu gato tava cerado. Você quer se quiser. Pretinha, faz tudo pelo nosso amor, faz tudo pelo bem do nosso bem, meu bem. A saudade me adora, que anda arrasando com meu coração. Não divide que um dia te darei céu, meu amor junto com um anel. Gente se casar, no cartório, na igreja. Se você quiser, não quiser tudo bem, meu bem, mas tente compreender. Morando em São Gonçalo, você sabe como é. Hoje à tarde a ponte engarafou, eu fiquei a pé. Tentei ligar pra você, o orelhão da minha rua estava escangalhado, o meu gato tava cerado, mas você crê se quiser. Tentei ligar pra você, o orelhão da minha rua estava escangalhado, o meu gato tava cerado, você crê se quiser. Você crê se quiser. Você crê se quiser. Você crê se quiser. Mas você crê se quiser. Hello, can everybody hear me? One more? You said you do it, promised to make good. So far, nothing, nothing. You came to see me, it's not what we need. Too late, much too late. You came to help us, what can I say now? Nothing, nothing. Ni wala dig no fun mang ni lakar. Ni wuwi. Ni wulu dig luku dig for man min mama. You said you do it, promise to make good. So far, nothing, nothing. You came to see me, it's not what we need. Too late, much too late. You came to help us, what can I say now? Nothing, nothing. Ni wula dig no for mang ni lakar. Ni wui. Ni wulu dig ku lu for man min mama. No more, no more, no more, no more. No more, no more, no more. Said you do it, promise to make good. So far, nothing, nothing. You came to see me, it's not what we need. Too late, much too late.
Everybody show him some love. I want to see some reactions in the chat. Awesome job. Awesome job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Artist Vibe Showcase. I'm your host, Tinesi Minikon. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We have an amazing show in store, as you just saw that incredible performance by Jean-Francis Vert. I hope I got that right. Who I'll be speaking with you shortly. Later in the show, I'll also be interviewing Miss Johanna Kalin of Nurture Designs. I'm wearing one of her pieces. I don't know if you can see, wearing one of her pieces, her signature pieces tonight. So we'll get into that a little bit later in the show. And we will also have a Q&A section and giveaways towards the end of the show. So please make sure you stick around for that. So now I'm going to reintroduce you to Mr. Jean-Francis Vert. He is a self-taught singer, songwriter, and instrumentalist, and has performed musical genres including American soul and rock, Cuban salsa, and Senegalese ballad in multiple local and international projects. How are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing, Tinesi?
I'm doing great. Can't complain. I really enjoyed your performance. That was awesome. Thank you. So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. Are you ready for that?
Yes, I am, always.
Get deep in your business, but yeah. So
I'm here to be exposed.
Right. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you originally from?
So my parents, my mother and father are from Senegal and Cape Verde in West Africa. But they both grew up in Dakar, in the capital city. And I was actually born in DC, but I was really, really lucky. And when I was 3 months old was the first time I went back to Africa. And I went back every single year till I was 18, and I'd stay about 4 months a year.
Wow. That is a blessing. A lot of people can't say that because once you're here, you're kind of stuck here for a long
Yeah.
time. Most stories I've heard. So that's great. So how long have you been doing music?
I started doing music when I was about 13 years old.
Mhm.
I went back and forth between American school, and when my parents could afford it, they would put me in a French school in Bethesda. You know how
Bethesda, okay.
immigrants do. But I started at 13, and they had some Christmas concert, and the music teacher thought that I could sing, so she made me sing Elvis Presley for Christmas.
Oh,
But I had some friends who were like, "You want to start a band?" And I never looked back.
wow. That's amazing. Amazing story. So I know I've heard a lot of artists say that they do not like this question. Um, so I'm going to ask anyway, but what would you call your genre of music, of the music you perform? And do you hate that question also?
First and foremost, yes. I loathe that question. I hate it. I'm so glad you actually preempted it because I don't sound as bad saying it.
Okay.
But because I've done, like you said earlier, I've done soul and rock and roll and West African, Central African, Caribbean music, Brazilian. I love Brazilian music, Latin music. And I try to fuse all of that together. And it'll be a lot clearer when we put out our first recordings in September and October.
Okay, I'm going to ask you
But
about that later too.
yeah, no, we can get back to it. It's all
Okay.
good. But the bottom line is the reason that I don't like that question is because I don't think there's a genre for it yet. It's kind of like when the first African artists came out with their musics,
Mm-hmm.
like back in the 60s and 70s, and people didn't know what to call it. It's kind of like that. Some people call what I'm doing like transatlantic rock or pop.
It's a fusion.
It's a fusion of diaspora music
That's
is
what
what it
it sounds.
really is.
Yes, it's
You
a
know what I
fusion.
mean? People get into the titles.
Right. So who are some artists that you have worked with and who would you love to collaborate with someday?
So I've worked with there's a British artist by the name of Omar who is really popular in the neo soul scene. They call him the godfather of neo soul. So whenever we would play, like a lot of people that were like Erykah Badu, Common-ish, and all that would always come to the shows. But he's a British artist, and I used to tour with him a lot in the 2000s to 2010.
Okay.
I also played with Gonzalo Grau and La Clave Secreta when I was doing Latin music, and they were a Grammy-nominated tropical salsa group. And I learned a lot through them. I mean, these guys are very, very accomplished musicians, so it was like going to school for me.
Oh, wow.
Also locally, I collaborate a lot with Chris Styles Bacon, who is a Grammy-nominated hip-hop artist.
Yeah, I've heard
And
of it before.
I've actually, when I did a project in 2019 where I took artists from the United States to Senegal and
Oh,
brought artists from Senegal to the US. And one of those artists was Chris Styles Bacon. I took Chris Styles with me to Dakar, and we
that's
did
awesome.
concerts and workshops and things like that.
Was that like an exchange program type of thing? When you
Yeah, but it's through the DC Arts Commission, so it's an exchange program that we partly created in a way.
Wow, okay. That sounds great. So you're the leader of a band called Sahel. Did I say that right?
Sahel, yeah, you're getting
Sahel.
it all right today.
Okay. Hey. So when did you start that band? And tell me a little bit about, the
The,
group members, how many of you are there, all of that.
so the idea of it is mostly it was an idea at first. It actually came to me in 2011
Okay.
when I went to Gallery Place and I wanted to go see a movie, a documentary about Youssou N'Dour, who was an artist, African artist that's not very well known here. But
Mhm.
when I got there, there was lines across the street and around 8th Street and 6th. So I walked around asking people. I was like, "Who, who are you? What movie are you here to see? Like Lord of the Rings or something?" And most of the people said Youssou N'Dour, and I was shocked out of my mind. So I was like, "It's the time to start this idea of,
Mhm.
bridging the worlds, bridging the African diaspora, and actually making it all one thing." Because I could tell people were beginning to be ready for it. So the
Yeah.
idea started then, but we
Yeah.
didn't start really picking up steam until like 2015 or so. And then
Okay.
since then, we've opened up for a lot of people like Afro-Cuban All-Stars, Bombino, Abib Koite, and Bamada from Mali at the Hamilton downtown in DC.
Okay. Yep. I know where that is. Nice. So, okay, we're gonna have to look out for you, coming up. Hopefully
Coming
you have
soon.
some shows coming up.
We're getting out of COVID.
Yes, exactly. So I know you teach music workshops on African rhythms. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So one of the things I found is that in school systems from elementary all the way to college, people have a very let's just say Eurocentric way of teaching music.
Mm-hmm.
And what a lot of musicians have realized, jazz musicians and obviously African and Caribbean musicians, is that the systems of rhythms that come from Africans have as much complexity and as much tension and release as harmony.
Okay.
So because of that, I teach these workshops on African rhythms and how they're applied in American music, in funk, in soul, in salsa, in Brazilian music, and obviously in, Afro pop and Afrobeat. You hear it all over the place. And
Yes.
the word that is most common is the word clave from Cuba, which means a basic rhythm, like a key, like a key to a song. That's what the word means. So I use that word clave to teach the class. But clave is just a word that means the system by which African rhythms is built.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you for that explanation. So we're going to close it out. How can people find you? And I'm going to go back to the release that you mentioned. So when can we expect that? And how can people find out about you and your schedule, your tour dates?
Okay. Well, right now, I have the Facebook page for Sahel and the Instagram page. So it's Sahel Global. This is Instagram/Sahel Global and Facebook/Sahel. You can find us there. But both of those are under a company that I also have called Black Atlantic. And Black Atlantic LLC, the website, you can find it at blkatlantic.com.
Okay.
And all of the projects, both workshops and original music, are under that.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Mr. Jean-Francis there.
All right.
Now you're going to bless us with another performance, right?
Yep.
Right now. Thank you so much. You all enjoy.
All right. Oh, Maceió, e tré mulher pume só. Oh, Maceió, e tré mulher pume só. Eu fui batizado na capela do Farol, matriz de Santa Rita, Maceió. Eu fui batizado na capela do Farol, matriz de Santa Rita, Maceió. Mas foi beirando estrada abaixo que piquei a mula. Depois da cola, grande escola da natura. Se alguém me perguntar, não tem nada a dizer. Peso pra me realizar, preciso morrer. Mas foi beirando estrada abaixo que piquei a mula. Depois da cola, grande escola da natura. Se alguém me perguntar, não tem nada a dizer. Peso pra me realizar, preciso morrer. Você me tem liberdade, pra meu destino sou eu. Com quente saudade, poder chorar por você. A minha tem a mãe, que estou a me lamentar. É que eu vou condenado, pra gente viver cantar. Alá, 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 Alagoas, alá, 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 Alagoas, alá, 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 Alagoas, alá, alá, Alagoas. Eu fui batizado na capela do Farol, matriz de Santa Rita, Maceió. Eu fui batizado na capela do Farol, matriz de Santa Rita, Maceió. mas foi beirando estrada abaixo que piquei a mula. Disposto a colar grande escola da natura. Se alguém me perguntar, não tem nada a dizer. Pesou pra me realizar, preciso morrer. Mas foi beirando estrada abaixo que piquei a mula. Disposto a colar grande escola da natura. Se alguém me perguntar, não tem nada a dizer. Pesou pra me realizar, preciso morrer. Você me deu liberdade, pra mim destino sou eu. E quando sente saudade, poder chorar por você. A pé minha tem a mãe, estou a me lamentar. É que eu vou condenado, mas te vivi cantar. Alá, alá, alá. Ala, alagoas, ala, ala. Ala, alagoas, ala, 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 alagoas.
Woo! I wish we could do some snaps in the reactions. You guys need to show him some love. Please, that was really great. Thank you so much, Jean-Francis. Thank you. And you're going to be performing later on in the show, at the end of the show, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Miss Johanna Kalin. Let me give you a little bit of information about her. She is a medal. Oh, where did it go? My screen. Sorry about that, everyone. So Johanna Kalin is a metal jewelry artisan. She creates statement pieces that allow one to express themselves as bold, adventurous, and powerful. Her designs and style of work uses gradual movement of metal through different techniques to create a unique design. Let's welcome Johanna to the show. Let's see, where is she? Waiting for Johanna.
Sorry.
You there? I think I hear you. Just don't see you yet.
You should see me.
There you are. Hi, Johanna. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
How are you doing this evening?
I am good. How are you? It's the weekend, so
yes,
I am
it's finally
good.
Friday. Yes,
Yes.
finally Friday. So while I'm interviewing Johanna, you all can feel free to type in your questions in the chat, and I'll make sure to read them during the Q&A section. Okay, so of course, as like everyone, I like to start from the beginning. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I originally am from New York City. I grew up in New York, which is a lot of inspiration for my jewelry, actually. A lot of street art, a lot of vendors in New York. I moved to DC, to the DC area in 2005, and I started making jewelry in 2016, so about 5 years ago.
Oh, wow. So was it self-taught, or did you actually take classes to learn the craft?
Oh, so I actually started taking a metalsmith class in DC.
Okay.
I actually never thought of myself as an artist. I thought of myself as no artistic talent. I cannot draw, I cannot paint, I cannot.
Wow.
I felt like growing up, it was my sister who could do everything. And I just love jewelry so much. I was like, I need to just try to see if I like this.
Yeah. And so far it's working well.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. And of course, what I have on, so I met Johanna the other day, and I just had to get something. Like, look how the screen is not even doing it justice.
I know.
So much, it looks so much better in person, but we'll get into how you made my piece in a little bit. But what type of metal do you work with, and which do you find is the hardest to maneuver?
So I work with, so I started off working with copper because it's the easiest to manipulate.
Okay.
brass can be a little bit more difficult in the sense of it's a lot harder. So I have a piece of brass here. So this is how, so this is how like I buy the metal. So all the metal comes in a sheet, like a regular plain sheet. And if you could hear how hard it is.
Yeah, yeah.
So brass is a lot harder than copper or silver. I'm moving to a lot of sterling silver, but I do copper because people like the copper a lot, and I like copper a lot. I also have I work with gold filled and rose gold filled jewelry. So
love rose gold.
Yeah.
So what types of jewelry do you create? Like what was the first type that you started creating, and then?
So I actually started creating cuff bracelets first. And my reason behind that is I really just enjoy, so I have small wrists and a lot of bracelets that I've bought in the stores were just too big. So I started making cuff bracelets and pretty basic. And I just enjoyed really working with them because you can just do so much. Like I have a couple cuffs here, like I have this cuff right here. And if you can see, the etching process in there. And just like I made the different cuts in it. It's a very unique cuff.
It looks like a leaf,
yes. So it's part of my leaf collection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I have a leaf collection that I have necklaces and cuffs for. I don't have it on now. I also I have necklaces for the leaf collection as well. They form. It's like a leaf.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So I fold the metal. So you heat it up and basically I can fold the metal into a leaf. And then I also have like other leaves, like more basic, like a flat leaf. Yeah.
That's more delicate. That's very nice.
Yeah, so it's more delicate. And I make earrings like this, but I had a show 2 weeks ago and they sold out. I had a couple pair.
Okay, so that is great.
Yeah.
so that is
Leaf collection is pretty popular.
Great, that's awesome. I mean, can you walk us through the process of creating a piece or two?
Yeah, I totally can. Yeah, so so most of my cuffs and most of my earrings, everything that I make also has texture in it, some sort of texture. And one of the tools, I have I have about like 30 different hammers.
Oh wow.
So so one of the textures I use a lot. If you see here, let's see. There's texture of you see the lines. So that is a cuff that I've made with lines in it, and then I oxidized it, which just means it's a darker color. And then I also used it for earrings, but in a different type pattern where it's just straight. Okay. So I used a hammer, and I used this hammer. So basically, this side has a thinner type will develop thinner type lines, and this side will develop thicker lines. So I take the hammer and I'm just going to move this down to right here. And I take this piece of metal. This is sterling silver.
Nice.
So what I'm going to do actually is make this into earrings.
Okay.
So this is not going to be one big earring, but what I'll do, it's going to make.
You're showing us the pattern right now.
Correct. I'm just showing you the pattern that I would do. This could be 4 earrings probably.
Okay.
Is I'll just take the piece of metal and then hammer it on it.
Oh wow.
And just go lightly across. Just keep going until it's the pattern I want.
How long does that typically take to do these?
Sometimes it takes longer. It depends on how heavy the metal is.
Yeah.
The silver this one's light. And actually, as you hammer metal, it gets heavier. It gets harder.
Okay.
So, and then I would want this. Well, what I want to design it as the earrings is a weave-in type basket. So I do it across as well. And you know, I really don't know how long it takes. I kind of get into like a measurized place,
right?
And just keep going until I like exactly like it.
Yeah.
You can see now, like there is texture.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of see because of the glare.
Yeah.
But there's texture. Yeah.
Do you ever worry about your finger when you're doing that? That's a dumb question.
Don't do your nails. Don't get your nails done before jewelry shows. I do not get my nails done because I'm working and I'm working and I'm working.
But yeah, so you also wanted to talk about my bracelet. What is the actual name of this? You mentioned the color. The color.
So it's called it's my patina collection.
Patina, yes.
So it's patina. So there's there's different colors of patina. So that's patina, that's a blue patina. And there's different ways of doing it. You can paint it on. I like to chemically do it. Just because I feel like it stays on much better than a paint.
I'm gonna take it off and talking about it.
Yeah. And I have multiple earrings as well. It's my best-selling collection.
Oh wow. I believe it is.
Yeah. And the way I do it is it's ammonia and salt. And the way I design the designs, I'll keep that a secret.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to steal your secret recipes, so we're gonna you can tell me later. I won't tell anybody. But so okay,
so a lot of it's ammonia and salt. So I like to use the ammonia and salt method, and it's a very long process of like keeping watch of it. You know,
that's what I was going to ask you. Like for something like this bracelet, how long is the process?
That took at least 24 hours because it's a thicker metal.
Okay.
So it also depends again on the thickness of the metal.
Okay. All right, great. Well, this is awesome. I have another one too that's like the gold sheet that she was holding.
Yeah, so
it's exactly like that, but it's in this shape. It's also beautiful. But yeah, so
and there's different textures I even did on that one. I didn't just the sheet and like there's different textures I actually ended up doing on that one to make it more brushed.
Okay, awesome. But what is next for you? Like, do you have any upcoming trade shows that people may want to check out?
So I did one a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna list a couple more pieces on my Etsy page, and I will be right now, hopefully with people getting vaccinated. The next show I would have is not until September. Wow. It would be in the Old Bowie Celebrates Festival.
Okay.
And it has a lot of music. It has it's a very big festival going on in Bowie. So that's September 18th.
Okay.
I'm kind of choosing.
Okay.
I'm kind of choosing them as they come. A lot of them are kind of going, keeping us updated. That one is a go as of now, but is kind of on the brinks of they have to get lawyers and stuff.
Yeah, I can understand that. But in the meantime, people can go to your Etsy page. I think it's going to be posted in the chat for everyone. And it's also going to be on the FA's Marketplace website.
Yes, and you can find me on Facebook to find out. I'll be posting where I'm at. I always post where I'm at Facebook and my Instagram.
It's under Nurture Designs, right?
Or Nurture Designs, 5/2016.
Okay.
Because that's when I started. I started May 2016. I started selling.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
That's why it's 5/2016.
I love it. And also, you guys all remember Mother's Day weekend is next weekend, right? So you can get a gift for your mother, your girlfriend, sister, whoever. Visit her Etsy page. And then she also has a sale going on right now. So you can use FA's Marketplace as the coupon code. It starts today and ends on Monday, right?
Correct. Especially for the viewers today. So you get 20% off if you use FA's Marketplace as a coupon code.
It's $50 or more, right?
Oh yeah, $50 or more, which is almost all my jewelry.
Okay.
There's a few pieces that are a little bit less, but for at least all my jewelry on Etsy. Not all my jewelry is on Etsy. I will say that.
Okay. Well, if people want some special pieces, you're gonna have to contact her separately. And
you can contact me via Instagram or Facebook if you see something and that's not on Etsy, or if you want something that's not on Etsy, you can contact me via my Facebook page.
Awesome. So I want to close this interview out with a fun little game called word association. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
A little nervous, but
I know.
it's fun. Just say the first word that comes to your
Okay.
mind. As soon as I say a word, don't even think about it. Just let
Okay.
out whatever comes out.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
So the first word is easy, right? It's jewelry. That's
Me. I
perfect.
think of myself.
Next word is art.
I think of jewelry.
That's fine. Metal.
I think of jewelry.
No, we're gonna have to find another word other than jewelry.
Okay. Metal, I think of sculptures.
Okay,
If
okay.
jewelry, I think of sculptures.
Okay, color.
Blue.
New York.
Fun.
Yes, it is. Nurture.
I knew what the word was.
Nurture.
Designs now. Yesterday it was baby.
I know, yeah. So we can't, anyway, yes, we kind of talked about this before, but earth.
Love.
The next word is love.
It's like I read your list. Love.
Love.
Everyone. I don't know.
I like that. Woman.
Powerful.
Yes. And the last one is peace.
It's not like I think of all over. Like
First word, peace. Just
that's. I mean, I thought of all over, but it's not a word.
everywhere.
Everywhere. Okay.
That wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
Wasn't so
No.
bad. Okay, so now we're at the Q&A section. So I'm going to read about our sponsor for tonight, and then I'm going to go into the questions. I see some questions coming in now. So our sponsor for tonight is a company called Carica Apparel. Carica Apparel is a Black-owned business that draws, and every time, I'm so sorry, y'all, my screen disappears. Carica Apparel is a Black-owned business that draws from the Caribbean culture, especially Jamaica, for inspiration and creativity, but celebrates modern Black culture from around the world. Tanya, founder of Carica Apparel, was born and raised in Mountain View, Jamaica, a neighborhood in Kingston. She founded the brand to show her appreciation for her culture and her love of clean and modern design. Also, if you would like to become a sponsor, please send an email to info@fasmarketplace.com. So now I'm going to turn it over to the audience. Please raise your hand if you would like to be on camera, or just leave a question in the chat and I'll go ahead and read it. So let's see, what do we have? Who has the first question? I think it is, Josette Young asked, do you engrave jewelry?
I can put initials into jewelry. It depends on what piece and if I already made it.
Okay.
So like some of the pieces that I have stones in, I don't want to engrave them because you don't want to because if you hammer the tool in,
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would have to like contact me via Facebook and we can talk.
Okay, awesome. Anybody else have any questions? I did see a comment earlier on. I believe this may have been for John Francis, if he's still on. Someone mentioned Richard, I think it's Richard DeBose. He said, awesome, wish there were more time to get explanation or example of harmony in the context of percussion. I don't know.
That's what the workshops are for. But I can give some now if you have the time.
I don't know if we have that much time, but definitely sign up. Well, someone else asked. Okay. Would you make multiple types of the same piece?
I do make multiple types, especially my patina collection and the leaf collection. So I kind of see like which pieces sell out and which pieces people like more. It might, and again, because it's custom made, it's not exact.
Okay, awesome.
It's not,
And then Richard asked again, are there pieces you get attached to and find difficult to sell?
Oh yeah, I do. And I gotta just tell myself, this is, I have decided actually this year that I am not allowed to sell any piece that I am not attached to, really.
Oh, wow.
Because because I need to love the piece in order to sell it.
Yes, I can.
Uh,
I don't know if I'll be able to. I think I'll keep every jewelry I make because I love jewelry. I don't know if I'll be able to sell it.
But yeah, there are some pieces that I absolutely at the end of the year, if it doesn't sell, I usually keep it.
Okay.
COVID year except is like not included because I didn't sell anything.
And that's a great deal to make with yourself. Like by the end of the year, if you didn't sell your mind, right? So
Yep.
any more questions? Let's see. So Doris Minikon asked, do you rework the ones you can't sell?
I do, actually. I do take if I can't sell something or I'm not happy with something, I do take it apart. Sometimes I completely remake it. If a bracelet, then I'll make it into earrings, make it into a necklace. I completely redo it sometimes.
Okay. And then Spencer Ward asked, do you use Shopify or WordPress?
No, I'm not really sure what they are.
Speaking my language, Spencer. So I'm a web designer and a graphics designer. So that's what I do at my day job. But yes, right now she has an Etsy shop. So we might have to switch you over soon. But anyway.
All right. We'll talk about that offline.
So someone asked, how do you, what an artist vibe?
Oh no, that's
is that, say that again?
Is that for me?
I think so. How do you find inspiration for your pieces? Yes.
So sometimes I find inspiration through going to through nature, through actually I go to a lot of museums. So I mean, it kind of comes to me sometimes. I like look at a piece, or I'm working on a piece, and I'm like, oh no, this is not what I want. I want this. Yeah. And it kind of just comes to me. But I take a lot of photographs also. So sometimes it's just, oh wait, this is totally what I see. So yeah. Okay.
My daughter is online. Does she make earrings out of metal, or I'm not sure what you're asking, Maya, but yes, I know that answer. You do make earrings out of metal.
Yes, I only work with metal. Yeah,
only works with metal.
But I do also incorporate stones now because I took so I took the pendant I'm wearing also has turquoise in it. Yeah, you can't really see it that well.
Yeah, I see it.
This is for sale. Okay. I'm not keeping this one. But I took a stone class, metalsmith class, at the same place that incorporated how to put stones into the metal, like, how to incorporate, how to do stone setting.
Okay.
That was right before COVID hit.
Oh, wow.
So I've been doing some of those. It's a little tricky, but yeah, I have some stones now and that I work with.
To pick some of that back up, once this whole thing is over. But yeah, someone else asked, Angelica Bean, can people request a personalized piece?
Yes, I do that as well. It depends. I will let you know if I can't do it though.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm like, nope, you have to go to somewhere else, I will let you know.
Oh, wow. I missed the question for Jean-Francis. How do you find inspiration for your music? If you are there. How do you find inspiration for your music?
I find it, actually I have a very similar answer to what I just heard. I find it when I travel and when I interact with other musicians, and actually also when I read a lot, actually.
Okay.
And it's probably in that order.
Huh. That's interesting. Okay, I think we could take one more question. Karen Togba said, I live in North Carolina and want to know, do you only do live events in Maryland, or do you travel to other states? Is this for Jean-Francis or is this for Joanna? I'm thinking.
I'm sorry. It's for Johanna.
Oh, okay.
Or Johanna.
Johanna. Yes.
So yeah, I actually do work. I do have a day job. So this is kind of a hobby. This is a hobby. So I do only do Maryland, DMV area.
Okay.
But I do ship. Shipping is free on Etsy.
Oh, very good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure Mother's Day again coming
Mhm.
up. Make sure you get online tonight and start, buying your gifts early.
Oh wait, there's the same question for Jean-Francis. If he travels for music.
Oh.
Yeah, I will travel for music. I'll do it by myself like this, but all the way to an 8-piece band when Sahel presents itself as 8 pieces.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, so that closes out the Q&A section. Thank you so much. Now is the best part of the show, giveaway time. Let's see if you all have been paying attention. I'm gonna be asking one question. Whoever answers correctly and first in the chat wins a Carica, our sponsor, Carica Apparel tote bag. So there are going to be 2 tote bags. The first one is the person who answers correctly. And then the second one is the first person who signed on tonight. So that just goes to show that, being early it has a good payoff. So let's see. Giveaway time. There's the tote bag right there. Very beautiful. So I'm going to ask the question. What was the first type of jewelry Johanna created? What was her statement piece? Like, what was the first type of jewelry she created? Let me see. Ooh, Doris Minica got it right. She said bracelets. That's right? Johanna?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm just making sure that I have it right too. Oh, yay. So my sister won. And the first person to come online, I believe, was it Kevin? I wrote it down somewhere. Kevin D. Kevin D, where are you, Kevin D? You are the other winner of this lovely tote bag.
Kevin DeBose.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Yes, great.
Thank you for being early.
The early bird gets the bag.
The good one.
Yeah.
Mother-in-law, give me that bag as a gift for inviting you.
Yes. I bequeathed all of my worldly possessions at this point, a bag.
Again, Mother's Day, you got to give it up to your mom.
Indeed, true. That's true. I almost got killed there. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, so congratulations to Doris and Kevin. So make sure you send your name and to info@fasmarketplace.com and we'll make sure you get your Carica Apparel tote bag.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Doris and Kevin. Okay, so Joanna, thank you so much for being here tonight. You are very talented.
Thank you.
Amazing. I'm going to be ordering more, and and everyone, make sure again you get on her website, support her, place your orders. You don't want to miss out on the discounts. So thank you so much again, Johanna, and have a great night. It's great having you.
Thank you. Have a good weekend. You
too. Thank you. Another thing I want to mention is we also have the Vibe Shop, which is up live on fasmarketplace.com now. So you can also buy some the Artist Vibe items on there as well. So again, I just want to thank everyone else for taking the time out of your schedules to join us tonight. It's truly appreciated. Make sure you register online at fasmarketplace.com for the next show, which will be Friday, May 28th, same time, same place. Now we're closing out with a final performance of the night with the incredibly talented Jean-Francis Ver. I almost messed it up this time. Jean-Francis Ver. Until next time, stay safe, stay positive, and be blessed. Have a good night.
Gonna play a classic that's real appropriate in these times. So much trouble in the world. So much trouble in the world. Bless my eyes this morning. The sun was on the rise once again. The way earthly things are going, anything can happen. You see, they're sailing on their ego trips, flies down on their spaceship, billion miles from reality. Don't care for you, don't care for me. There is so much trouble in the world. So much trouble in the world. It do is give a little, give a little, give a little more time. Yeah, 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 yeah. So you think you found the solution, but it's just another illusion. So before you check out this time, don't leave another cornerstone standing there behind. We've got to face the day. Ooh, we come what may. We the street people talking. Yeah, we've been suffering, and they're sitting on their time bomb. Now I know the time has come. What goes on up is coming on down. Goes around and comes around. There is so much trouble in the world. So much trouble in the world. Yeah.
Agua. I'm about to tell you the biggest secret in American music. One of the biggest misconceptions is that music is more African when it has hand percussion or drums in it. But as a godfather of soul said,
make it funky.
explore the African roots of American music.